I finally joined a weight loss support group. I've always been a big girl. My parents told me I was perfect the way I was, but children are cruel. I remember when I was 6 asking my mom why I couldn't look like the pictures in magazines. She told me God made us all different and there was nothing wrong with me. But looking back, I think it broke her heart a little. When I first met Brad, I was smitten. He was tall, handsome, and charming. But I knew I didn't have a chance. Guys like him weren't interested in girls like me. So when he asked me out for coffee, I felt like the luckiest girl in the world. In the subsequent weeks we began seeing each other regularly. He was at my apartment almost every night. He said it was nicer than his and closer to work. I was just happy he was there. But over time, things began to deteriorate. He went from telling me I was beautiful to saying I'd feel better about myself if I lost a pound or two. He started criticizing the meals I made that he'd always liked before, suggesting salads instead. He'd buy clothes I liked a few sizes too small as girl outfits. He'd throw out snacks I'd bought, saying he was going snack-free and a good girlfriend would support him. One day he was having a get-together with his friends at my place while I was at work. I got home early and overheard him saying that the apartment and money were great, but having to close his eyes to have sex with me was a huge price to pay. That he'd be happier once he turned me into a normal-looking girl. I left silently and cried in my car for an hour. Then I resolved never to cry for him again. That night, I came home and pretended nothing was wrong. The next day, while Brad was at work, I packed up his stuff and dropped it at his place. Then I waited until he got home and told him we were done. He didn't take it well. He said I wasn't allowed to dump him and I'd pay for this. I just pointed at the cameras recording everything and told him to get out. That was the last time we spoke. In the following weeks, I was adrift, believing there was no one who'd understand. But then, on advice from Reddit, I decided to check out this support group. And here I am. Thanks for sharing, Jill. After observing silently for a few sessions, I felt it was finally my time to share. Hi, I'm Danielle. I've lost 208 pounds. As I described the abuse and how it felt chopping Brad up and feeding him to the animals, others began nodding and weighing in. I lost 189 pounds. 176 here. 214, and the worst in-laws ever. I'm so glad I joined this group. There's nothing like finding your people.